we're getting some breaking news. Delhi Chhat showdown on Yamuna. Delhi witnesses cleaner Yamuna this time. Decades on, froth missing at Chhath Ghat this year, as you can see in the visuals. And in fact, Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta leads the Chhath celebration in the national capital. Yamuna River witnessed from drain to divine this year, the great Yamuna cleansing. So, as you can see in the visuals on your left is the Yamuna River during Aam Aadmi Party's rule, when the devotees used to pray in the Yamuna River amid froth. But this time that froth was missing in the Yamuna River. In fact, Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta herself led the celebrations, the Chhath Puja celebrations in the national capital. And today was the morning Arga day. The Chhat Puja has now ended. It was the fourth day today when the devotees prayed to the rising sun in the morning. And you can see in the visuals Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta. But what was different this year was that the froth in the Yamuna River was missing. 10 years of Aam Aadmi Party's rule, but the pictures did not change. Year after year, we used to witness froth in the Yamuna River and the devotees praying in the middle of that froth. We are showing you the visuals also on your left. You can see those visuals. But the pictures did not change despite 10 years of Aam Aadmi Party's rule. But it's not even been a year since the BJP government came to power in the national capital, and the picture has already changed. This year, the froth in the Yamuna River was missing. And my colleague Amit Bhardwaj is now joining us with more details on this. Amit, how different did the Chhat Puja in the national capital, particularly from the point of view of Yamuna, look like this year?
Well, Anjali, you saw that Chhat festivities are back on the track as far as the celebrations along the Ghat of Yamuna is concerned. And across the national capital, the Delhi government had allowed and also set up, facilitated the putting up of the Chhat Ghats and Puja pandals around on the banks of Yamuna, which we had seen coming to a complete halt ever since the COVID era. The Bharatiya Janata Party had often accused the erstwhile Arvind Kejriwal government of not respecting the faith and belief of the Purvanchalis and not allowing them to offer their prayers and Arga to, Lord Sun and Chhati Maiya for that matter. And the Aam Aadmi Party had often accused the Lieutenant Governor in the national capital of passing orders banning any Chhat Puja festivities and celebrations along the bank of Yamuna. So this time around, what we saw was construction of
Chhat Ghats on the banks of Yamuna. Purvanchalis and Chhatratis coming there, celebrating it in full throttle, and also the political leadership such as Manoj Tiwari of the Bharatiya Janata Party himself offering the prayers and Arga. And you also had Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta visiting and travelling to each of these ghats along the Yamuna bank. If you compare it to the Aam Aadmi Party era, back then you would have nearly 1,000 artificial ghats and other ponds coming up in different parts of the national capital with Chhat Puja committees being felicitated. But the major difference this time around is that Chhat was allowed along the banks of Yamuna. So you are and you were allowed to offer the Arga in the real river rather than, in the artificial ponds. Anjali.
Right. In fact, not just allowed to pray and to pray to the sun god on the banks of Yamuna, but in fact, the stark difference was that the froth and foam was also missing. Year after year, we used to see that the devotees used to pray amid that froth in the Yamuna River, but the visuals that we're getting from this year, that froth is clearly missing. And now the questions are being raised that despite 10 years of ruling in the national capital, why did the Aam Aadmi fail to address this issue?
Well, Anjali, that will remain a very controversial issue in the national capital because what we have seen, the change this time around is obviously that there is no froth on the surface of River Yamuna, and constantly the Delhi government and different agencies of the Delhi government have worked round the clock and in tandem as well to ensure that there is no froth or foam covering the surface of the Yamuna River, which often led to a situation where the pictures would look like that the devotees are offering prayers amidst cloud. But having said that, the Aam Aadmi Party has also accused the Delhi government and the Bharatiya Janata Party of using the same defoamer, which they used to use during their tenure, and the BJP would, come attacking them. You had Pravesh Verma, the MP back then. Those visuals are still very much in the public memory, where he was kind of being aggressive and also questioning the Delhi Jal Board officer who was using that defoamer. And similar defoamers were used. Now, Aam Aadmi Party has also come up with allegations that fecal coliform content in Yamuna River is at very dangerous level. Now, such impurities or such pollution in river Yamuna will not be visible through your normal eyes, because it's not something like froth or foam which will be visible. Rather, the water testing on water labs give you results of as to how the pollution levels are at higher level. But that's politics on one side. Other side, the visuals certainly were pleasing this time around.
Absolutely, Amit. Do stay with us as we're getting some more inputs on this story. So Delhi Chhat showdown on Yamuna, and Delhi witnesses cleaner Yamuna this time, and the politics over this also continues. Now, froth-free Chhat in Yamuna has now irked the Aam Aadmi Party, and the Aam Aadmi Party now claims that Prime Minister Modi cancels his Chhath Puja and Surya Arga at a fake Yamuna manufactured at Vasudev Ghat. This is what the Aam Aadmi Party is claiming. Aam Aadmi Party goes on to say that BJP leadership seems quite embarrassed that their Chief Minister Rekha Gupta government's fraud on pollution has been exposed widely on social media. Amit Bhardwaj continues to stay with us. Amit, the Aam Aadmi Party has now attacked the BJP, saying that Prime Minister Modi cancelled his Chhat Puja celebration and Surya Arg at what Aam Aadmi Party calls fake Yamuna Ghat.
Anjali, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the Vasudev Ghat during the Chhat festivities was expected to happen today. It was informed that he could be coming to offer the morning Arg at Vasudev Ghat, which is on the bank of Yamuna. It's on Yamuna itself. When you go towards the ISBT, where we also saw sort of flood-like situation this time around during the monsoon, when the water level of Yamuna had increased. And that is why full throttle arrangements were done in this particular ghat as well, in terms of security, cleaning up and setting up the protocol.
All right.
Now, Aam Aadmi Party has been claiming that a wall was created between Yamuna and Vasudev Ghat, and clean water
Amit, thank you
was
for
put
those
there.
details and for that context. So the war of words between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP over Chhat Puja continue.